welcome back. Mrs. Zena here. Today we kind of have a lot to talk about. I want to know if you can describe what feelings are. And I also want to know if you know what personal boundaries are. Give me a thumbs up if you think you know what both of those are. Thumbs sideways if you're feeling like you know some of it. Thumbs down if you're not sure on any of it. Can you describe what feelings are? And can you describe what personal boundaries are? Thanks for letting me see that. So what we're talking about today first is feelings. A lot of you probably know emojis. Emojis are those silly, mad, whatever kinds of faces, pictures that help us describe or see how somebody might be feeling. When we can see how somebody is feeling, it helps us understand. So if somebody doesn't show much emotion, it can be hard to know how they're feeling. Are you mad right now? No, I'm fine. So that can be a little bit confusing. So feelings are things like happy and sad, tired, nervous, excited, frustrated, angry. There's so many different feelings that we have all day long. They change all the time. The other thing I want to talk about today are your boundaries. So this little target here is a way to help illustrate what your personal boundaries are for you. Everyone's are different. Some people love to have people right next to them. Some people that really bothers them. And we all have the right to feel however we feel with our boundaries, our personal space. Who do you want in your bubble and who do you not want in your bubble? There might be some people that you love to get a hug from. And there might be other people that if they gave you a hug, you would feel really uncomfortable. That's because of where your boundaries are. So an example of your boundaries is you are in the middle. That's your body, yourself. The people that are closest to you in this first ring of your target are what I call the number one. They're the most important people in your life that you feel closest to and okay with being closest to. So people that can sit next to you, offer you comfort, put their hand on your shoulder or give you a hug, those kinds of things, and you feel comfortable with that. Those are your number ones. Your number two is they can get pretty close to you, but not as close as your number ones because you trust them. You understand what they're attempting to do and being helpful. And then the number threes are the ones that you don't feel as comfortable as ones and twos. A lot of times for people, these are strangers. I don't know you yet, and I need to trust and understand who you are and what you're trying to do before I want you to come closer to me, because otherwise I might feel uncomfortable. And that's normal. We have people that we feel fit these areas in different ways. So just because I might feel comfortable with somebody being a number one for me, it might not be the same for you. So as we go through our activity today, we are going to work on jumping to show where we feel that person would fit in our bubble. So if I said that a parent was doing something, after you are done, you're going to jump one time if that person would be in your closest ring to you. You'll jump two times if that person's in that second ring, or you'll jump three times if that person is the outermost ring for you, meaning I'm not quite sure I would feel comfortable with that person being super close to me. For some people, everyone's a three. For some people, most are ones and twos. But again, just getting yourself a chance to think, who do I feel comfortable being in these areas of my own boundaries? All right, we're going to work on some different balance poses. So I'm going to ask you to try to balance on certain parts of your body. And then we're going to talk about some different scenarios, and based on who's in that scenario, showing with our jumping where that person would be for us. Okay, so the first one is, how would you feel? So you're first going to describe your feeling by showing on your face how this would make you feel. A stranger says, I like your outfit. Show me on your face how that would make you feel. A stranger says, I like your outfit. Look at your friends. People feel differently when they hear things. Maybe it's because it's a stranger. Some people love, that person likes my outfit. Others of you might be a little bit, I feel shy or a little bit nervous when somebody talks to me that I don't know. You have the right to feel however you feel. So now stand in your circle. You are me on here. And you are going to jump to a 1, 2, or 3 based on how that stranger would be in your circles. If they would be in number 1, the area closest to you, 1 jump. If it would be a number 2, you're going to stand in the middle and do 2 jumps. And if it's a 3, do 3 jumps. Okay. Go ahead and bring it back. Let's try the next one. First, show me how this would make you feel. A classmate says, why are you wearing that shirt again? How would that make you feel? A classmate says, why are you wearing that shirt again? Some of you look pretty sad. Some of you look like, I always got to explain to Johnny why I wear this. We all feel differently. Now, standing in the circle, jump 1, 2, or 3 times to show where a classmate is on your target. 1, 2, or 3. Go ahead. All right, bring it back. Here's our next scenario. A friend takes your spot when lining up to go to the restroom. Show me with your face how that would make you feel. A friend takes your spot when lining up to go to the restroom. Most people would feel a little bit upset about that, but not everybody. Maybe it's a game you play with that friend. Maybe you're like, oh, they got me. Now, standing in your bubble, 1, 2, or 3 jumps. Where would a friend be for you in your personal boundaries? 1, 2, or 3. All right, bring it back. Here's the next one. A family member seems upset. When you ask them what's wrong, they say, leave me alone. How would that make you feel? A family member seems upset. And when you ask them what's wrong, they say, leave me alone. Lots of feelings. Yeah. All right, now, based on that personal boundary bubble, how many jumps would you give for a family member? 1, 2, or 3? 1 being you don't mind that they're close to you. 3 being I need them as far away from me as I feel comfortable. All right, let's look at the next one. You are upset at recess because you are feeling left out. And your best friend comes up and says, you can play with us if you'd like. How would that make you feel? Friends know how to make people feel good. I see a lot of happy faces. Now, where would your best friend be in your personal boundaries? Go ahead and stand in the middle and show 1, 2, or 3 jumps. You have a lot of trust in your best friend. That's good. Bring it back. All right. Last one. Your teacher says, thank you for always making me feel better. How would that make you feel? No. Looks like that made a lot of you feel really good. Now, show where your teacher would be on your personal boundaries. And not every teacher is the same. So depending on what teacher you're thinking of, that can change too. Same with family member, same with friends, same with strangers. So even though we're doing this right now and you're showing where this person is right now, tomorrow it could feel different. In 3 years, it could feel really different. But right now, knowing this makes me uncomfortable or I'm okay with this is an important thing for you to understand is normal. We all have our space that we need, and it's okay to communicate with somebody that I need some space right now, or can you please back up? That makes me feel uncomfortable. And respecting other people's space. Remember not to get too close to other people because that can make people feel uncomfortable. It can make them feel threatened. So one way to show kindness and respect is always making sure people have their own space so they feel safe. And then those feelings will be even better. Friends, let's see it. Thumbs up. I understand feelings and personal boundaries better now. I can describe feelings and I know what my personal boundaries are. Middle ground, I know some feelings and I think I know my personal boundaries. Or I don't understand feelings and I don't understand personal boundaries. It's okay if you don't know them all. We don't always know exactly how we feel in all these scenarios, but do you understand what we're trying to talk about? If so. All right, friends, it's always good to be with you. Keep smiling, being kind and friendly. I'll see you all soon.